Heidi ho, Heidi ho, Heidi ho, my crafty friends. How are you today? I'm sorry. So today we're going to make some pockets. Let's make some fun pockets. And I'm going to try to make two of each. One for my idea book and one for a journal that I'm going to make. So the first one we're going to make, let's just jump right into it. I'm going to use this big book page. It's out of a flower book. So hopefully you can see it a little bit better. You're going to need a ruler and you're going to need your paper. Pretty much that's it. So you're going to take your ruler and starting at the upper left corner. Okay? And I know I didn't have one made ahead of time to show you. I'm sorry. You're going to measure from here. And I'm going to measure, I don't know what the angle is, you guys. I have no idea. So I'm measuring, I don't know, that much. Measuring that much. That's just how much. Wait a minute, and I'll tell you how much I'm taking off. Hold on, I'm going to draw a line so you can see it. There. I'm going to cut it so you can see it. Now, you can cut it. You can cut more of it off if you want, but I'm going to show you how much I'm cutting off. Okay? So this is how much I'm cutting off. That's how much I cut off of it. Okay? That's how much I have left of it. Now, you're going to take what's left and you're going to fold it into thirds. So you're going to go one, and then you're going to fold back. Now, Julie at Camelia Crafts Designs did this. Oops, it doodles. That's not thirds. Did this. Now I can follow my paragraphs here that I have. Maybe, well, maybe not. I should be able to. You'd think I should be able to. Oh, I see why. Because of that. Okay, so I'm going to follow that and cut off those edges. Let's see how that works. Julie at Camelia Crafts Designs did this fold. I think it was last summer. And if I remember, I will link her page. Because Julie is my YouTube mentor, and I adore her. There. Well, that didn't work. There, that worked better. And I adore her. She's funny and she's fun, and that looks really tall. So, I do not advise using such a tall page. So we're going to cut it right there. Yeah, because when I first got started on YouTube, I went to Julie and I said, I need some help. And she said, what you need? You know, nobody else said that. Everybody else said, you're on your own. There. So it's like that. So what you would do is now you're going to glue this down here, and you're going to glue this down here, and now you got a pocket here, you got a pocket here, and if you didn't want to glue this down, what you could do, and don't forget to glue your bottoms, you could have a great big tuck here, and if you're an inker, you want to ink all this up first. So anyone who watches. Yikes! Sorry about that. Anyone who watches me knows I am an inker, so that will help you at least see a little bit. Now let's get these folds a little bit on them so you can at least see them a little bit better. There. Now you can at least see them a little bit better. There. I think you can see them a little bit better. So here's one, and here's the other, and here's the fold. So you've got one here, and don't forget you want to glue across the bottom. So we're going to take, I'm just going to I'm just grabbing my art glitter glue. So you're going to glue across here. Okay. Well, I'm making a mess on my mat. My mat's going to need a bath after everything I've been up to today. And across here. Let me get my towel and wipe that off here. Okay. So I've glued across the bottom. So I can leave this as a great big tuck, but I think that's a little bit big for a tuck. So I'm going to pull that up before my glue dries. And I'm just going to do it like that. So I've made this something for like a really tall, thin pocket, or not a pocket, a tag. But I'm going to use this one as a tuck. And then you can decorate the front. Now, I'm not going to decorate these because these are going into the ones that I don't decorate are going into my idea book. Now, let's do this one. Now, I don't want to cut the top off of this because this I'm going to use. So, I'm going to cut it off the bottom. So, I'm going to turn it over. Okay, so I'm turning it over. Now this page is an 8x8, okay? And it comes from, now where did it go? Here it is. It comes from this paper pad. It's called Vintage Handwriting and Garden Flower Scrapbook Paper. It is not scrapbook paper. I beg to differ with that word. It is the same paperweight as printer paper, except it's slicker. It's very, very slick. And it's printed on both sides. And I just love it. And it's printed going the same direction on both sides. So I'm going to turn it upside down. And I'm going to take my ruler. And again, I'm going to start at the corner. And you can decide how deep you want your pockets. Okay. And I think I want this bottom pocket. And you're going to hear PJ. He's prancing around in here with me. Because he's telling me it's time to eat. But he's going to have to wait a minute. He's prancing around in here. You're going to hear him going his little feet in a minute. He's standing over here next to my chair looking at me like, Mom. Okay, so that's how much I cut off of the 8x8. Okay, so I cut off, it is about 4.5 inches tall is what I cut off of it. So I'm going to turn it. See? That's what I cut off of it. So I'm going to fold this in thirds. And and that did not work the way I wanted it to work because I wanted my flowers going the right direction. And now they're upside down. Well, that didn't work, Lori, you big ding-dong. So, you little ding-dong. Okay, so let's try this again. Well, see, now I have corner pockets. That's okay. So now I have some little corner pockets. Ugh. All right, so let's fold it this way. Oh, he's going to fuss at me, so I might have to close the door. Okay, so I'm going to have to cut. Okay, so there's that one. Now I want to cut up here to make it meet. Or go the other way, I mean. No, Lori, you don't. Oh my goodness, girl. You want it to go this way. Child. Let's put it in the corner. Have you ever had one of those days where every time you do something, it's the wrong direction? That is what I'm doing. Just like that. All right, let's see if I can make it work this way. Fold that in. Let's see. Fold it this way and fold it this way. And I'm going to have to square it at the bottom here. Well, that great big pocket I wanted got really small. They got really small down there, didn't it? That's okay. We'll figure out what to do with it. We will take, let's see, do I have some flowers? We'll take something and add a little pocket down here. Oh my gosh. Oh, see, I like that. That's the side I wanted to see. I wanted to see all that. All right, let's see if I can fold it. Let's see if I can figure out a way to see all those. Oh, now see, I like that better because I can see the flowers better. Okay, so I have an idea. Now I have an idea. Let's do it that way. So now I have a little belly band. Okay, now there's a little belly band right there, so we need to let that dry. Still not seeing all the flowers I wanted to see, but these are the way things go sometimes when you don't pay attention, I guess. Oh my goodness. Okay, so because I didn't pay attention to what I was doing, I have a pocket up here, but I have a belly band right here. Okay, so I need to erase my pencil line. Now, had I cut this right, that would have been a pocket. And it could still be a pocket. I could glue that, and it would end up like that. So now I have two of them. Kind of, sort of, maybe. And this one, nope, it's too tall for the journal. But this one can go in my idea book, and this can go in my box of pockets. Okay, so make sure that that is down all the way. That can go in the idea book. So I'm going to put that right over here in my idea book. Okay, and these are scraps. Now we can make another one with this, with what's left of the scraps, because you can take this and you can fold it. You can fold it this way. And you can get two of them. So you can get two of them. You can get one from the top piece that you cut and one from the bottom piece that you cut. And you can just wrap this bottom piece around if you don't want to cut it off. Give yourself a cleaner edge. Like that. Now, this little back piece here, you just want to glue down. Like that. We want to glue that down. And you want to come in here like this, and you want to glue down your here. You want to, whoops, make sure that that side is all the way glued down. Like that. And then down here, you want to make sure this is glued down. So you get two of them. So you get a pocket here, and you get a little pocket down there. So let's see. That'll fit in my little journal. And because I really messed up, I might even get a little teeny tiny one. Yeah, I'll even get a little teeny tiny one. There we go. Yeah, so don't throw your scraps away because you can use your scraps. So let's see. I can turn this way and see the flowers. And I can just turn that around, and then I have just one pocket. Now, this back piece, there. if you're just going to slide this into a pocket, you know, you're not going to glue it down, then that back piece is now a pocket. Okay, so if I'm just going to slide this into a pocket, like if I just want to slide this into, say, that pocket or that tuck like that, then I would just glue that down and use that as a little pocket. You don't have to, you know, glue it down. I would just do it like that. And now you have a little pocket back there. Okay, so I need to glue this down here like that. There we go. So now I have a little tiny one. Okay. Now, hold on, we got another one. Oh, we could even make a smaller one. So, you know, your scraps can go on and on and on. Okay, so another one that I wanted to show you. Okay, you need a piece of paper. I think this one might work. Let's see. Let's use this. Let me square up this edge here, or clean up this edge. Now, I'm using book pages. You can use scrapbook paper. You can use anything you want, but I'm just using up some book pages. Okay, so this is just, it's upside down, I think. Goes this way. Okay, and let's see here, maybe this one. Let's use this one. Okay. Yeah, let's use this one. Because this one, it doesn't matter which way the page goes. Yeah, this one doesn't matter. There we go. Okay, so for this one, you're going to turn your book page sideways. Okay? You're going to turn it sideways. And you're going to fold it in half like this. Now, when you fold it in half, you don't want your pieces touching on the inside. Okay? And I'm going to show you what that means. But you want them lined up so they're even. Okay, so when I folded them, see the space between here and here? See, there's my crease. There's some space between there. So when I folded them, they have some room. Okay, so you're going to open them back up. You're going to take your top right and you're going to put your finger on that fold and you're going to hold it there and you're going to fold that down. Okay? And then you're going to come over to the left and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put your finger there at the fold and you're going to fold that down. And you want to make sure that this line stays on that fold. And you want to fold your left side in, and you want to make sure that this is good and tight. And then the right side, you want to fold in, and you want to make sure that it's good and tight. Okay, take your bone folder, take it all the way up, bring it all the way down. Make sure everything's good and tight. Okay, basically, here's your pocket. It's one great big pocket right there. Right there. So, for gluing, you're going to glue all the way across the bottom. And then you're going to glue right here. Now, if you want, now you can make these in any size. Any size you choose, you can make them. Now, if you want to, you can add, you don't have to glue this closed. You can have it, you can glue this back piece down on your page. You can glue these flaps down. which is what I do. I glue these flaps down like this because I don't like them flipping and flopping around and getting in my way. Okay, I glue those down, and I will glue sometimes just one of them down, and then I'll cover the inside here. Okay, I'll cover the inside, and I'll cover the middle piece. I'll cover this piece, and sometimes I'll cover this piece right here. So depending on what my page looks like if I have a scrapbook paper like this and the inside of it is white, I'll cover, when I've folded it, I'll cover that center piece, this piece, so that it's not white. Wait a minute, and I'll fold it and I'll show you. So we're going to glue across the bottom, because you want to seal it up across the bottom, and then you want to seal it this way. So I'm going to show you some of the options that you have with it. Okay, this is your basic version of the pocket right here. This is your basic version right here. Okay, now you can make these in any size. You can make them bigger than this, you can make them smaller than this, you can do whatever you choose. Okay, this is your basic version. Right there's your basic pocket. Okay, and these are fun to, to put in your journals. Now, if we make one of these, say we use this paper. Okay, so I'm folding it in thirds. Now, you need to make sure that your ends, your bottom ends, meet. Okay, now, as you can see, I'm not level at the top, so I need to do some trimming so that I'm level at the top. Otherwise, I can't make that fold, that angular fold that I need to make. Okay, so I've made my fold on the inside. I've made my thirds. Now I'm white on the inside, so if this is the paper I were using, I would cover this with something else. I might use this green, anything that I liked with this blue, I would cover on the inside. Okay, because this is what it's gonna look like after I get this done. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So here's my fold, and here's this fold. Now you can cut these off if you don't want them there. If you don't want to mess with them, you can cut them off and use them for something else. But I like to keep them because it gives me a neater. This fold up here is neater, having them there. I don't have a ragged end. Now, see what I mean? It's white. Now, you can stamp on it, you can collage in there, you can do anything you want, but I usually cover it with a different paper. I put a different paper in there. Now, one of your other options that you can do is, take a piece of a pretty book page and put in there. Now, something else that I've done is I've glued this down on my page, the centerpiece. I've glued it down on my page like this, and I've covered the ends here. I've covered here, and I've made this something that opens up like this. And I've added pockets, I've added flip outs here, and I've added flip ups, flip downs. I've altered this basic pocket. I've altered this basic pocket to look like something else. Okay, so you can do that, and that's something that we'll get into later on. But for right now, I think I want to, no, I don't like that. I think I'm just going to add some book page to it. So let's just use our glue stick here. That one's a little bit too wet. Let's just use this. Let's just use some glue stick. Let's put this underneath it here. And then you can decorate these any way you choose after you get them made. You know, it's just another basic pocket. You can make your tags. You can make little pockets on them. Okay. Okay, I think that's going to need to come off there a little bit. That's better. That's going to be better. All right, so let's go on and tear off the bottom here. So we're going to use the bottom as a guide. And we're going to use the side as our guide. Nope, he's getting flustered with me. And then we can close it up, and there's our pocket. Okay, so again, we're going to glue across the bottom. Okay, so we're going to glue there. He really isn't that hungry, you guys. He just thinks he is. And we're going to put some glue here. I always forget to do this. There we go. There. He also sees his friend Tilly out running around. There. Okay, now there's a smaller one. It's short and wider versus tall and thin. Okay, so there we go. So there's those two. So let's move those. Okay, so now we're going to let's take another large book page. Let's move these scraps out of our way here. Okay, so with this one, we're going to, I think I'm folding it the right way. Maybe. Am I folding it the right way? Or is it this way? I think I'm folding it the right way. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta look at it. Hold on. Nope, I'm not folding it the right way. We're gonna make this one. Okay, so you're gonna take it and you're gonna fold part of it up this way. This is one that can be folded or sewn into your journal. And then you're gonna take the other half and you're gonna fold it down. I mean, this is simple, simple, simple. Like this. Okay. Now you need to decide between your two halves. Which half do you like better? And I think I like it like this. So one piece is going to get tucked inside the other piece like that. It's tucked inside just a little bit. Now before you glue anything, you need to fold it in half. Okay? Fold it in half. Just like that. That's where it gets sewed into your journal. Okay? That's where the sewing's going to happen for your journal. So open it up. Now, you want to glue this part down on both sides. Okay, you want to glue this down on both sides. This top piece, I'm gluing it down on both sides. I'm not gluing the fold. I'm only gluing the little flaps. Okay. Now on the bottom piece here, I'm going to round my corners of my pockets so that I can see a difference in these. Okay, so I've rounded the two corners. Now I want to take my punch, and I'm going to have 4 little pockets. So I need to put a little punch here, a little punch. Okay, before I do the other one, I need to fold this in half. Oh dear, let me close that door, you guys. Hold on a second. Hold on a second here. Let me close this door. Okay, you need to scoot. Can't be barking. Okay, that's better. Okay, so you need to fold each side into half. Okay, just like that. Now you're going to come over to the other side. Now, up to the fold. You're only going to fold it up to the fold like this. Here's my fold. Now you're not going to touch that because remember, that's getting sewn in. Just like that. Okay. So now on this piece, you're going to do a little piece. Now over here, and over here. Okay, so now you have 4 little pockets. So you're going to open this piece up, and on each of your little folds that you just did, you're going to run a little bit of glue, including your center. So there should be 3 beads of glue. 1, 2, 3 on the folds, plus your sides. Right there. And right there. Okay, so on this one I have my 2 sides are glued, my center is glued, plus where I have folded is glued. So you bring it back up, and you fold it down. Okay. Now, this one is one that you can sew into your journal. So let me show you what I mean. So I have a little journal here that I'm getting ready to make. So let's grab a signature here. It should fit, it should be small enough to fit in here. So it would go, these would get folded up. Now let's round these top corners also. Now this also can be made out of any type of paper. It could be cardstock, it could be, anything like that. So this would get folded up. That would get folded up. See, and it would go around your signature like that. And you would make sure that it was, put in the spot where you're going to be folding or where you're going to be stitching. So it would go in like that. Now, if you wanted, you could fold one side back if you wanted. So you had one going back and one going front if you wanted to. You know, so when you got to it on this side of the book, you'd have one there, and you pulled it out that way. You know, that would be fun. And on this side of the signature, you could open it up and it would be this way. And you could have it anywhere in the signature that you wanted. You know, you could put it any place. And since this has purples in it, I think I'm going to move it back even further. So I think I'm going to move it back here. And I'm going to scoot it up to right there. Okay, so right in there. So if I'm flipping through my book, I'm going to go, oh, look. And there's that one. And then flippy, flippy, flippy. And then, oh, look, there's the other one. There's a little pocket. And then I flip it that way. And I can't see it. There it is. Yeah, this is definitely going to have to be decorated. And it's over here. Now, so on the back of it, you could definitely decorate the back of it to give the back of it little pockets. Or you could add little pockets because it doesn't have little pockets on the back of it. Okay? So you could definitely add, you know, little pockets on the back of it if you wanted to. Because there aren't any little pockets on the back of it. You know, when you turn it over, there's only pockets on the front. You know, on the one side. Okay? And they are hard to see. I definitely think they are hard to see. So there's one. And you don't even have to sew it in. You can slip it into a pocket. You can pop it in some Happy Mail if you want. You know, it's that small that you could just pop it into a card for some friends. And, you know, they've got a nice little gift. And it didn't take you any time at all to do it. Okay, so this one is for the idea book. This one's done. So we're going to put this one over here with the ones that we've finished. Let's get these together. Okay. Now, the other one I want to show you. Let's do this one. This is like a little library. I think they're called little library cards or pockets or something like that. Okay, so for that one, you just need a little book page. And you need to fold in your edges. Okay, you're going to fold them in on both sides. Just like that. Okay, now I always fold in one edge. Okay, that's your pocket edge. I always fold that edge in. And then I fold it up to here. Now, once I've folded it up, make sure it's straight. Take your pencil and anything above the pocket, that fold right there. See where I marked that fold? See the X's? Those two parts of the fold are going to get cut off. That's the easiest way I know to tell you about those two parts of the fold. They're going to get cut off. So when you unfold this, this part of the fold gets cut off. Down here where your pocket is, those two get cut off. Okay? That's the easiest way for me to tell you to remember the parts of the fold that are going to get cut off. Now, I've lost my scissors. They're buried here under book pages. There they are. Now, and again, these can be made any size. Okay? So, you're going to take and at an angle. Okay? You're going to cut this off. All the way up. take this one all the way up. Okay. And then down here at the bottom, these two little spots down here, I just cut those off because they're just adding to the bulk at the bottom. Okay. Now these you don't need to cut off. Now this up here, I'm going to fold this down so this has a little bit of a neater edge. But first I want to see how tall it's going to be. So I'm going to fold, I'm going to fold that down and I'm going to glue it down. The top part of my pocket, remember, this is my pocket edge here. So it actually is going to go like this. That's my pocket. Okay, so I want this to go back. So I want to see now. Yeah, that's good. So what I did was I folded the top part of my pocket back a little bit to make that edge neat. I just folded it back. I wanted it to be a little bit neater. Now you could cut it off if you wanted, but I like the top of my pockets to be a little bit neater. I don't like them to be raggedy, and I don't want them to get raggedy. I like them to stay nice and neat. So these little things here, you're going to tuck them in, and you're going to glue them down. So I'm going to take my glue, and I'm going to put some glue right here. And I'm going to fold it up, and then I'm going to glue it down. And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to go right across the bottom, up the sides, up that side. And there you go. And they're quick, they're easy, and I usually sit and make pockets like these while I'm watching TV or something. And now if you're gonna ink them, you need to ink them before you fold them up. So because it's a lot easier to ink across this before you fold it up. But you don't have to decorate them before, until you're ready to use them. Like I have a whole box. Let me show you my pocket box. Like I have a whole box. That's not a pocket. I have a whole box of pockets that I just sat, and you're not a pocket, that I just sat one day and made. So I have a whole big variety of pockets in here that I just sat and made one day while I was watching TV. See, here's the one I just showed you, but it's a smaller version. And it just needs glued. And we can make this one another time. But, so you can just grab your box and throw them in, and we'll make this one another time. That's all you have to do. Just grab your little storage box and make them up and pitch them in. Now, this one will also go in the idea book, because I don't think it's in the other one. Now, this one came out of here. Okay, now this one is really simple, and this will be our last one. All right, so you're going to need another book page. And there are several variations on that one. Okay, so for this one, you're going to fold it in half lengthwise. Okay. And then you're going to fold it up like this. Okay, so to get a few of the variations, grab you a couple of the book pages. Grab you a couple book pages. Okay, let's see. Those are glued together. Let's grab another book page. Grab you a couple book pages, and we'll make a couple of variations on this. And we'll just do them all at one time. Go ahead. I'll wait for you. Go on. I'll wait for you. I got to straighten this up anyhow. No need to hurry. I'm straightening them up. Go on. I got one more. You ready? You got them all? Okay, I'm ready. Are you? Okay, good. All right, let's do the smaller one first. This one. Fold it up like this. Okay. Now, I haven't glued anything yet, but you are going to need your bone folder, and you want to make sure everything's down flat. Okay. Before you glue anything, grab your hole punch. On the back part of your fold, back here, okay, back here is where you put your punch, and up here is where you put your punch. So do that before you glue anything, okay? On this part of the fold, fold it into a neat triangle like this. So you want it to meet, you want it to come over and meet this edge, okay? Just like that. Now it's time to glue. Okay, so on the inside, open it up, glue only from where your fold is to the top. So I'm gluing from the fold to the top, from the fold to the top. That's it. Okay. And then on this side, I'm going to do the same thing. And then this can stay down. If you want this to stay down, you can either glue it down completely or you can leave it just as a little flip up. So for this one, you have one pocket here, you have a pocket here, back here, and you have a little pocket in here, plus your little flip up. And if you glue this side, you have a little up tuck. Okay, there's that variation. Let's do our next one. All right, here's my next page. Fold it in half. Okay. So far, we're doing the same thing. Take the upper right corner, fold it back, just like that. Okay, so I have folded that one back. Turn it over. The upper left corner, fold it back. Oops, get back up there. And fold it back. Okay, so now it looks like that. Okay. Take the top corner, fold it in. It'll make it nice and neat. And take the back corner and fold it in. Now, you might have to trim them, which I do. I have to trim mine. I have to trim mine a little bit because my page is really wide. So I'm trimming mine a little bit. There. And then I'm folding mine in. Okay. So I'm going to have a pocket there. Let me get my stuff out of the way here. Now, I'm going to fold this up to that corner right there. I'm going to put this in to make sure I'm got that down. Okay. You see what I did? I folded this bottom up so that it met that corner right there. Okay. So now what am I going to have? I'm going to have a big pocket here that's going to go all the way down. And then up here, I'm going to create a pocket back here. up here, I want a pocket in here. So to do that, I need to make some punches. So I want to punch here. I want to punch back here. Okay, so now I need to ink it so I can remember where all these pockets are. So I need to ink in here. There's that one. I need to ink back here a little bit. And I actually can punch back here like that. That way I can see back there. Okay. So there's that one. Okay. So I have a pocket back here. I'm going to have a pocket there. And I'm going to have a pocket there. And I'm going to put a pocket up here. So how am I going to glue all this? I'm going to glue down here. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to glue up that side. And I'm going to glue up that side. That gives me my back pocket. Okay, now I have my back pocket. Let me make sure I get this down here. Okay, now I have this pocket. And I have this pocket. Now for this side pocket here, I need to glue across here. Whoops, not there. Hold on a minute. I just glued in the wrong spot. Hold on a second. Where's my towel go? Okay, so you don't want to glue. You have to remember that this back here is a pocket. Okay, so if you have to, put something back there. But you want to glue this part closed. Okay, so come around it like that. See how I went around the punch? See how I went around it? Like that. Now, I can get back there like that. And I can get over here. There we go. Now, my pocket up here. Well, I can make that out of anything. You can use scraps. You can use another part of a book page. Let's see what we have here. Do we have any book page scraps? I'm sure we do someplace on this mess. Oh, we do. Here. We have this little flower right here. We'll just cut that off. All right, let's make this a little pocket. Okay, we're going to use these little echinacea as a pocket. And we're going to put them, okay, they're a little bit too tall. Okay, so we're going to put them right here. And we're going to use them as another little pocket right in there. Now, normally I would cover this with, or back it rather, with a piece of cardstock. But since it's just going in my idea book, I'm not going to. So it's going to be a little side pocket. And it's just going to go right there. Just like that. Because it's just going to get a little piece of cardstock, a blank piece of cardstock in it. Like, it'll get a little piece like this. To remind me, it'll just get a little piece like that. This is how I remind myself in my idea books. And then for this one, I'll take another scrap, a bigger piece of scrap that I have, and put in there to remind me that that's a big pocket. But that'll remind me that there's 3 pockets plus a big one up there. So whenever I get a bigger scrap piece, I'll put it up there. So that's going to go in our idea book. But that's how you make that one. So if I was going to make one to keep, which is what I'm going to do with this one, okay, so again, we're going to fold it in half. Okay, you ready? We're going to fold it in half. You ready? Okay, now we're going to fold it up. So I want some pockets. So I'm going to fold these up. My flowers are upside down, but that's okay. Now, I think I want to trim off that white. I don't want that white. So let's trim that off. So if you're using pages from a flower book that has white on it and you don't like it, it's okay to trim them off. You go right ahead. I don't like all that white from flower books. There, I like that much better. So, yep, I want that. Now, my poppies are going to be upside down, but that's okay. So, there we go. Now, before I do anything, I'm going to use this because this is a little bit of a thicker book page. And there we go. I wanted to make sure that everything was how I wanted it. Now, I am going to make my punches. So, I want that one. And I'm going to go on and punch that one. Okay. Now, up here, we're going to open it up. And we're going to open this up. Okay, remember, put your finger here and fold in. You're going to make a triangle. Keep your finger there. Make a triangle on the other side. Now, I'm trying this time not to make my triangle so close to my fold. Okay. Fold it back up. Oh, that was better. Yeah, that worked better. Okay, I think this time we're going to go... No, I don't want to go that way. But I'm going to lose my poppies. Okay, now fold it up. Fold it up so it meets that corner right there. That corner. Okay, there's my punches. There's my pocket right there. And see on the inside, I can see my poppies. Okay, now let's start gluing. Open it up. Glue from the fold to the corner. Okay, fold to the corner. Oh, you know what? Let's glue these down while we're here. Yeah, we don't want these in the way. Let's glue these down. So let's pull these down. Or I don't think these are poppies. I think these might be primrose. Okay, so let's pull this over. Now, this is coming up to the corner. Let's make sure this is nice and snug. There we go. Now, for this pocket right here, you're going to come down the side. Okay. And let's see, that's the back pocket. And we're going to come around there. And we're going to come down that side. That's giving us our back pocket. Oops. Got it on the table again. You need a bath. I keep getting glue all over you. Okay. So now I have my pocket here. And I'm going to have my pocket back there. I need to let that sit for a minute. Now to get my pocket inside there, let me show you. to get that pocket that's inside there, I need to lift this up, and we're going to come across, and we're going to go around the punch, and then we're going to come across. Okay? See how I went around it? Now, if I didn't punch through both pieces, I wouldn't have to go around the punch. But I like going around the punch, or I like having the punch on both pieces. That way I can see it. Otherwise, I can't see it. So let me get the glue off of my picture. There. So now I have my 3 pockets. I have my pocket here, right here. It's going to be right there. I have a pocket in there. I'm trying not to pick it back up. Let me get a hold of this. My glue's still wet, and every time I pick it up, I pull it up. Okay. I have a pocket right there. I have a pocket in there. Right there. Plus, I have my bigger pocket up here. Okay? Yeah, that's a fun one. Okay, and again, you can make that one any size. See the difference? Well, they're about the same. Maybe a little bit different because this page was wider. Okay, so there's a couple of fun pockets that you can make and you can practice with. And we'll have more pocket videos. I'm actually going to link in the idea book video, or in the idea book playlist, there will be a video from one of my old videos called Pockets that you can watch. And it's got some of my favorite pockets in it that you'll be able to watch. And then further down, if you want more pockets, go down into the playlist. And in the playlist, you'll see there's a playlist that's called Pockets. And you'll be able to find all kinds of pockets down there in that playlist. So, there you go. Here's some of the pockets that we made today in our time together. That was kind of fun, wasn't it? Yeah, and I'm sure we'll make more. We'll come back and make more. We've got some for our, there we go. We've got some for our idea book. We've got some for some journals. Yeah, we have all kinds of pockets now. We've got some to put in our box. Yeah, we have all kinds of pockets now. Alrighty. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me today for this little fun pocket video. And I hope that you come back and join me again. Our next video, let's see, this video comes out on Friday. What day is Friday? Let's see, this will be out on Friday, January the 17th. And then the next one will be out on Friday, January 19th. And we'll be starting a new journal soon. It'll be that little mini journal I was just talking about. And that is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to start that with you. I need lots of little pockets, probably about this size or just a little bit bigger to go in there. So we'll be making some of those to go in there. And I'm looking forward to making that journal with you. That'll be a lot of fun. And the journal for the idea book, or the video for the idea book is up. So feel free to give it a watch. Here's the idea book if you haven't seen it. It's ready to be filled with fun pockets and flips. And it's already got 2 fun flips in it that we did this morning. And when we put the book together. So have some fun and give it a watch and get your journal fun going. And I hope you all had some fun today. And I'm working on 800 subscribers, you guys. And I'm so very excited. I just can't stand it. So until I see you again in my next video, don't forget you can give me a thumbs up. You can leave me a comment, And you can share the videos with your friends and your junk journal colleagues. And until I see you again in the next video, ta-ta for now.